Welcome back to Freelance School. In today's video, I'm going to show you the exact emails you're going to want to focus on whenever you are first setting up your Shopify product e-commerce store. And ideally, you map this out in your project manager software to keep things nice and clean, as I have it here. I'm going to do this task first before I set up the transactional flows and non-transactional flows in Shopify itself. And so let's go ahead and go through that real quick. What emails are you going to prioritize when you're first starting out? So first off, it depends which Microsoft plan you pick whenever you are in GoDaddy. But in this particular case, we got I believe it's the Essential, Microsoft 365 Email Essentials. This is going to be just fine whenever you're starting out with Shopify Store, but ideally you've got the extra $15 a month to purchase the additional 3 emails that, depending on your product store, if you get these additional 3 emails, this will be comprehensive in my opinion. So only really 5 are necessary, especially if you want to be more anonymous in the beginning when it comes to your product store. But I'm going to go through and explain which ones we've selected and which ones the priority of them and why you're going to want to select them, as well as where do you do that. So let's go ahead and get this screen a little bit bigger. So when you're in GoDaddy, initially when you get to your home screen, you're going to want to select your email website domain, or actually you're on your home screen. You can just scroll down. These are 2 little trials we had initially that have ended, and this is the actual active live website that we have in domain. And then you're going to scroll down to email and office, and then you can just click manage all. But as you can see, we're doing a Microsoft 365 Emails Essential that we have at 3 years, which I think is great, just in case it expires. You don't want something random to come up, but GoDaddy is going to send you a notification regardless, and it renews automatically. So first, GoDaddy does a really good job of prompting you as far as like the setup checklist, and it's going to ask you, hey, set up your email addresses. We have 2 free emails that we can set up still. The first one we picked was Joe. He's the business owner, and though that is definitely useful for being able to communicate with vendors and doing initial outreach to set up deals, and I would still argue that it's in our list here 6th priority based on the number of emails we're going to set up. And the 2 emails that we're going to set up are going to be support first at garagewallroo.com and orders at garagewallroo.com. Why are these 2 emails the most important? Even if we didn't do these other 3 emails, orders is especially important because let's say somebody clicks, they order it, you're going to be able to use that as transactional communication whenever you're setting up your Shopify flows. Let's see, you can scroll this over a little bit. In emails, you can click flows here, and you're going to have transactional flows and that are going to be integrated on Shopify, and we're going to want to use orders initially in the post-purchase flows, and support is going to be able to handle any customer inquiries that come in. So that will definitely get us covered to start. But let's say you've got the budget, you can spend extra $5 per email account. And so these additional 3 that we're going to end up purchasing, since we already have the Joe, that was just happened in the initial setup. I think maybe even Joe had gotten it. But the next 3 that we definitely want are going to be these. It's package security, garagewallroo.com, returns, and hello. Returns pretty obvious. It just makes it where let's say you've got a high volume amount of products. You're going to want a inbox that's not bogged down in confused with new orders that are coming through or support inquiries. You're going to want to see those and handle them promptly so customers stay happy. And then you've got package security at garagewallroo.com. So this is a unique area where you're going to want to kind of analyze your specific situation. In the case of, we help out with a brand called Awaken with JP, the e-commerce store, and the email that we send with that is freedom at Awaken with JP. So let's say somebody purchases a new shirt from him. They have a very freedom, affirmation-based brand, a lot of things like America, verbiage in the clothing, and using freedom has like a value add and association with the brand. Like people see an email from freedom@awakenjp.com, it's associated with freedom and promotes that idea. So this one, you just want to kind of think clearly about what that is. So like, let's say we're setting up a thank you email automation flow. We kind of ideally want that to come from package security at garagewall.com, basically reinforcing the value of the product itself. So that's why we say package security at garagewall.com. And then another really important one is going to be hello at garagewall.com. We're going to be using that for, let's say people get to the website, they see an email opt-in for a discount. They're going to, for that initial welcome to the newsletter, we're going to use a hello at garagewall.com. Why do we do that? Because hello is a positive, it's welcoming. It doesn't feel like somebody's just promoting to us. It's not going to say like promotions at garagewall.com. It's going to say hello. And this is pretty standard across different brands. For the CBD brand that we help out with, or we manage the email platform communications for, we use hello at hello at awakencbd.com. And this also comes down to what's important as far as the way platform and inbox providers receive the email. You want to use what you use in this email address also has an association for their spam filtering. So let's say for transaction communications, if you're using something that's consistently used for transaction communications like orders, it's very unlikely that that's going to get blocked by spam filtering. As well as hello at garagewall.com, that's going to work really well for, it's going to say, okay, that's a welcome-based newsletter, and generally those are value-adding, and they're not just a promotion. And with that being said, you can also create like a promotions at garagewall.com. If you have a heavy promotions-based product, you can choose that as well. So then the last, I still think it's important to have the founder have a personalized email that they can be able to communicate with vendors and customers with directly if necessary. But it's important to note that with like a hello at garagewall.com, that can be the sending email address. But let's say you have a founder that you want to establish authority for, you can still have the name for that newsletter be the actual owner's name, like Joe Hemmelgarn. And so yeah, so I think I'm going to share this Google Doc with you guys in the description so you can kind of see the concept. Basically, the main ones that you just want to think about are the support, the orders, returns, hello for the newsletter. This is pretty consistent across many different types of products. And the one that you're going to want to think about for specific, more value-adding email send is going to be something that kind of relates to your brand. So, in the case of that clothing store, it's focused on a lot of like freedom-based affirmations and wording, and that's the value association of the brand. It was freedom. In this case, it's about security. So anytime we can really throw this in there and it makes sense to put it into that automation flow, we're going to do that. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you want help strategizing the initial email infrastructure, how to map that into your project management software, how to set that up in Shopify, easy way to think about this is, you can use a lot of different setups, but we use, in this case, we're using Shopify, GoDaddy, and Microsoft 365 as the base infrastructure for sending that. Microsoft's very secure, great email platform, very low cost, and they have a really good partnership with GoDaddy. That makes it integrates directly, makes things very easy. And then Shopify also obviously is the best overall platform, in our opinion, and across the board, I believe they're most popular for setting up and handling customer orders and transactions, and they have so much education and knowledge base for doing that, so we highly recommend them. And if you want help setting up your initial email infrastructure, your initial Shopify stores, and want us to take a look at that, feel free to click the link in the description below, and we'll have a call link that you guys can click and get assistance for analyzing or help strategizing the actual infrastructure that you're going to set up for your product store. And also, if you want to help promoting it, we can give you ideas for that as well. But let me know if you guys have any questions. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and have a wonderful day. Peace.